Hey, it's Cryptogirl. I'm back again. I know I took a day off yesterday, and I'm just not really feeling the greatest today. Give myself a bit of a mud mask. My face looks like blah. Nobody wants to look at this, huh? So I went and saw the neurologist today. He says I have a brain, and I should learn to use it. Other than that, he told me I was fat, which I already knew. So, yay. Actually, I lost 10 pounds, so I was pretty happy about that. He told me to lose 40 more, and I mean, I know where he's coming from and all, but I'm just like, he thinks that this thing that I had done last week will probably make it easier for me to move around and get out some more. Um, I used to actually be quite active, and I started having some pain and some difficulty. I'm gonna be honest though, some of the difficulty came just by gaining the weight. I didn't gain the weight when I stopped moving. I stopped moving because I gained the weight. It was just so hard. I mean, I weigh like so much more than what I used to. And the camera does not make a good mirror. Let me tell you that. Okay. In case you ever wondered. So I was on Facebook and I was reading some things that some of my friends were saying. Okay. And so you got these guys who come out of the military, right? I was one. Um, anyway, and they're working these dead end, rotty little jobs. And they're saying, but I can't do anything. That's the only job that was hiring, blah, 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 blah. Dude, use the GI Bill, go back to school. Okay? If that's the best you can do, go back to school. Okay? Secondly, you have skills. The military trained you. And more than that, you have proven discipline. Okay? So, play it up and get yourself a better job. Alright? There are jobs out there to be had. You just got to look for them. And someone who's spent that much time making the sacrifices that you make as a member of the military does not need to be working some minimum wage, crappy little. Leave that for the college students and the high school students, okay? Or the high school dropouts or whatever. You know, you spend time out there serving your country. There are people who like to hire vets. And, buddy, some of you have a security clearance, and you know who you are. So use that too. There are jobs that you can qualify for that other people can't because you have a security clearance. Okay, yeah, you're not active anymore, so your security clearance has gone inactive. But, buddy, some of those clearances are good for 10 years. And one person in particular, you know who you are. Dude, there are places that would be very happy to hire someone who already has a security clearance. Alright. Now, as for that, other things. I know Facebook can be a drag sometimes because you have people like me on it who don't have a life, and we use it mostly just to communicate. Sometimes we don't have a phone either. My phone got stolen. Okay, I watched the cameras at work today, and it was most definitely stolen. Didn't see who took it, but I know the when and the where that it happened. And that's how I know it was stolen, because that area was checked thoroughly. If it had just been left there, it would have still been there when I checked it. But anyway, so now that I verified that, I can quit worrying about it. But some of you think that nothing you have to say could possibly be interesting. And the people I hear this from the most are people who are students or teachers. Mostly teachers, yeah. And I've got 3 or 4 people, maybe more, on my Facebook who are all teachers. Some of them are relatives, some of them aren't. first of all, if you're a relative of mine, I know you got stories. And second of all, if you're a teacher, especially if you were ever one of my teachers, then I know you've got stories to share. I mean, you don't have to give away personal information about, who it was or anything, but I know I was a character in school. Well, and some would say I still am. But I've calmed down a lot. I haven't thrown any teachers out of the classroom or locked them out and taken over the class in a really, really long time. So, nothing quite that interesting, I'm sure. But I'm sure you've all had students like me before. Okay? For those of you who never had the unfortunate experience of having to deal with me in the classroom. But, so don't think that just because you're a teacher that you don't have anything interesting to say. And don't presume that everybody already knows what goes on. I happen to know that different things happen in every classroom. And for those of you who are in the marching band, we know how that goes too. Got a lot of band secrets out there. So, we've all got something interesting to talk about, and some of us think, oh, well, this person's probably already talked about it, or they remember that. I'll tell you what, we don't all remember everything, and some of us may only remember part of it, but we don't remember it the way you remember it. So I encourage you to share your stories, and I encourage you to comment on things. And hey, be real. It's not like someone's just going to knock your lights out because you told the truth about how you felt about something. Nobody likes false politeness. We prefer to keep it real. Okay? If someone's being a bleep bleep bleep, tell them they're being uncouth and they need to change their ways. But don't sit there and pretend like, oh, you're the most wonderful person in the world, and then ignore them for the rest of their lives. That's not cool. Think of all those people you could be helping out just by telling one person that they're an idiot. I firmly believe in telling people when they're idiots, and so I do it quite often. Okay? So, Donald Kish, you know who you are. You're an idiot. I love you to death. You are an idiot. So shape up or ship out, man. Seriously. It breaks my heart to know you're so freaking smart and you're doing what you're doing. Oh, and one other person. My little baby cuz, not Ray Ray, but the other one, who is also Ray Ray's cuz. You're being kind of stupid too. You're being an idiot too. I think you're starting to maybe kind of figure it out, but I'm just going to keep praying on that one. And for the other morons in my family, you know who you are. I don't have to name each and every one of you, but some of you are a lot closer than that, and you're being a lot more stupid. So get your act together before you just ruin your whole life and throw it away. Alright. Other than that, that's about all I have today. I still kind of got a headache, and this thing is a horrible mirror. So, I'm going to go. Yes, I know I'm fat. Yes, I know my face is breaking out all over the place. Yes, I know I have puffy eyes from headache. But thanks for telling me. Don't let me delude myself into thinking I'm some kind of beauty queen. I know better. Alright. Till later. Bye.